Hello everyone, this is King Miseron here, and I apologize if the mic quality is a little bit low, just recording this um, a little bit before the update. So today is June 17th, if I'm not mistaken. The Mod 16 update is tomorrow, June 18th. Now basically this is just a quick filming. As you can see, January 13th is when my VIP ran out. I hadn't actually logged on due to university and whatnot, but then even after I finished in April, I just never played because I knew there wasn't really a point in farming, just mainly because everything's just going to become redundant to my understanding. And I also had painted Neverwinter, I guess in a negative way, in the sense of 2 games had done this before where they did a complete overhaul of their system, which is my understanding with this newest update. I haven't been too up to date with it within like the past month or two. But originally, yeah, they were removing stuff like lifesteal and everything, and I was just like, 2 games that have done this before, well, more than 2, but 2 big examples, which were Destiny and Paragon, they both flopped shortly after. I know people have varying opinions, but you know, Paragon literally shut down after doing their card system overhaul, and then Destiny with Destiny 2, their player base took a very massive hit, which still hasn't recovered to date. Basically the purpose of this is just to show what all of my characters have, and then yeah, that's basically it. So here, oh geez, I have a horde of inventory that I haven't cleared out from a couple of dungeons and whatnot, but nothing too big. I don't know how much of this stuff is going to become useful, useless, whatever you want to say, in the newest patch. I should have a 30-day VIP thing, which I am saving for as soon as Mod 16 drops, so that when I open up the new lockboxes, I get actual better gear. Yeah, riches. If I would have continued farming, I had stopped actually religiously farming, as in like every single day, Astral Diamonds, since about October, and then I started again for the month of December, roughly, that I had off, about 2-3 weeks, and then I just haven't farmed since, but I could easily have been at like 20 or so mil, making 100,000 a day. Same thing with refinement, I could have been a lot higher. Got a lot of reroll tokens, we'll see how good they are in the newest update. I'm not too big of a fan of them right now. A lot of campaign currencies. Nothing too important. PvP, I don't do PvP. I don't know how important some of these things are gonna be, but we'll see. Professions, which I haven't touched ever since they did the profession update, just because I went from actually knowing some stuff in professions to not knowing anything, and then I was just like, well, I really don't feel like relearning this. I should be... yeah, rank 7. Okay, so that's that. Here's the longer part. This is basically the majority of my armor. I guess you can't really tell because I have the appearance changed on most of them. Nothing really extremely endgame. I think I can cap off if I put exactly like just my highest gear at about 13.5k, and then if I actually joined a guild, this is my guild level 0, if I actually joined a guild with boons, which I could do when I actually farmed since I met the needs for most of them, I could have easily 15.5k, which is the 2k from the guild. This is basically the same. Basically the only difference between this build and my other build are some feats, a few stats. If you look around, looks like I'm getting a power buff, but my defense is significantly higher in this than it is here. And then powers, I literally am like level 240 or something like that, which is basically every time my overflow bar fills. That's how I'm counting it. Paragon, tree, boons, no real need to go through that. Companions, I know these are definitely not the best companions in the game. They're just companions that I like to use. They're companions I I want to say, grew up using. Uh, Same thing with the mount stuff. They're just stuff that I was like, hey, I like this. Works pretty well with my builds. It allows me to do... This is basically a completely balanced build. And then the orc, I went more for pure defense. Yeah. Just for those higher level dungeons and stuff like that. Say pure defense, I obviously don't have... Yeah, see, so companions changed just for one of them. These I just kept the same because I was like, eh. These, yeah, the same, and then I think these are the same too. Just because I think when I click apply to all loadouts, that just messed with it. Nothing that big, mainly just the stats wise, and then obviously feats. I think that's everything on this character. Jeez, that render load. So that's everything on Thorn. Guess we can go through the other characters hopefully really quick. I haven't checked the time when I started. I would assume the video's been about... We'll play it safe and only record for another 6 minutes. Yeah, I mean, as far as entertainment purposes, this video is kind of low. I will have a proper video coming out on Neverwinter, either tomorrow when it just comes out, after I finish a few missions, just to get a better personal view, or when the Protector's Jubilee, I believe that's what it's called, their birthday event for their 6th birthday comes out, and then, you know, give my thoughts on the rewards or whatever. And then obviously, once I pop my 30 days VIP, I will do a 31 lockbox opening video. Or I don't know if I have 2 30 days or just the one. Regardless, I'll do a lockbox opening day. And then depending on if I actually like the... Oh jeez, what the heck is this? If I actually like the newest expansion or not, I might actually buy a few things here and there and then do reviews on them. This character, I would not expect to... Yeah. He has more reroll tokens, yeah. That makes sense. Because I didn't actually ever farm dungeons on him. Some characters will have even more. I don't think I have... No, I don't even have a build because I never Googled one. Or YouTubed one, or whatever you want to say. A lot of power. I remember watching it, but I never actually made a build around it. This is basically just gear that I got, and then a few filler things here, because I just hit level 70, and then I was like, good enough. Yeah. Oh yeah, I did a support build because I, for some reason, thought this was better than all of these. Guess it doesn't really matter too much. I never actually dungeon farmed. I would just do the leveling. I did look up some companions, and I just kind of went for... Right now it's just epic, but I did plan on having the elementals. I do have the fire one and the earth one, I think, stored away. Let's go to mounts, which we did not go to. Yeah. So I do have some unique mounts to some characters, just because I didn't want all of them to be on my main, if that makes sense. Just so, you know, other characters would also have some stuff. I'm really hoping that the Mod 16 is a good update, and if they do change stuff, which I believe they are, it doesn't ruin the game, because this is probably one of my most favorite games. It's either Neverwinter, Destiny, the original one, Destiny 1 is what everybody calls it, or a Star Wars online game that used to be around. It was the Clone Wars Online Adventures. That one I really liked. One of which closed down, Destiny 1, which isn't supported anymore. It's still a great game in my opinion. And then Neverwinter, I really hope this newest mod does well. I should have kept up to date, but I guess I'll get the same resultant from playing tomorrow. Okay, a little bit short on time. I'm probably gonna cut the video here, continue it, and then if I'll just edit it together. Jesus, what the heck is all of this? remember I used this character as a storage for these. Yeah, he has even more because I made this character before. Yeah, there shouldn't be much here. Character, yeah, this should just be all the stuff I just got because basically it's pretty much end game. Oh yeah, I wanted the Protector's Cloak to get 2 full artifact sets. 9,600, that's a very nice number. Stats. Pretty high power. I don't know if my control wizard was higher than this or not, but whatever. Did I have 2 builds? Yeah, the original build isn't good though. The Stormbreaker one's the better one. Feats. Yeah, yep. I remember just looking up builds. I don't think I have any boons, so it doesn't matter. And then just some random filler companions for item level. A lot more mounts. Yeah, with some unique ones and whatnot too. Specific characters. I remember I had the blue one on Control Wizard, purple on this, red on the main, and then a few others on other characters, but yeah, we'll see how this goes afterwards. I think I went over everything on this character pretty fast. Okay, I will do the other characters in the next video, or second part.